Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So autumn is already in full swing, and before we dive deeper into all of the autumn and winter styling content that I've got coming for you, I thought it was a good idea to just stop and reflect a little bit before summer moves too far away. So I always describe the arrival of autumn as part of me is kind of coming home. So the crispness of the air, which invites us all to snuggle up with warm drinks, the beautiful warm colors of the landscape, the sense of cinnamon, nutmeg, pumpkin spice, it all just makes me feel very much like me. So one thing I think is super important when you're trying to improve or develop your personal style and specifically make better decisions in the future is to reflect and take note of things that has been working well for you, but certainly also items and maybe specific styling methods or similar that has not been working out for you. Knowing what you don't like is just as important as taking note of what you do like, because it will allow you to learn something, maybe avoid making similar mistakes in the future, and you'll be able to curate a far more realistic wish list too, which is not just aligned with aesthetics, but also the more functional requirements that you have for your wardrobe, which is really important. So today I wanted to go back and have a look at my summer wardrobe and my summer style and talk you through some of the lessons that I learned this year. Some things I took note of and wrote down on a list so that I can have a look at it again next year and use my experience and the lessons I learned to make better decisions, especially if I'm adding anything new to my wardrobe. And hopefully some of these reflections can inspire you to look at your own wardrobe in a similar way. I've mentioned before that I find myself most confused about my own style during summer, just finding that sweet spot between breeziness, effortlessness, comfort, and self-expression is just harder for me during summer. I just feel most like myself when I'm wearing a pair of jeans and a sweater and a pair of boots, and that's just not very apt for hot and humid summer weather. I also learned this summer that I don't like showing too much leg. I talked about that in one of my recent videos called Style Lessons That Are Helping Me Dress Better. I will make sure to link that down below this video for you so you can go watch that after this one. So it's not a matter of not liking my legs or not finding it appropriate to show legs in general. And sure, I do still sometimes wear shorts and slightly shorter dresses, but most of the time, I just don't really like it. So here we have a great example of me taking note of something that I don't like rather than being very fixated on what I do like. So longer length shorts like Bermuda shorts just above the knee or midi skirts seem to be what I feel most comfortable wearing these days. I've taken note of this for next summer, so I might look for a pair of classic Bermuda shorts in either cream or navy. I have a toddler, so a darker color of some sort might be the best choice. And I might even look for a long simple dress too, like a couple of super simple t-shirt dresses or similar, just to ensure that casual vibe that is so vital for my personal style. A lot of people tend to have a slightly more extravagant, colorful style during summer. So think tiered dresses, flower prints, vibrant colors, and that's just not me. Again, I've tried it and I've just learned that nope, it's just not working for me. I just don't feel like myself, however much I like it on other people. So I do tend to notch up my edgy style personality a little bit more through summer, whereas during autumn I might keep things a little bit more simple and minimal, and I only use that edgy vibe as a subtle touch to my outfits. So a way that I've been exploring that slightly edgier summer style is by adding a denim jacket or biker jacket to cute summer dresses, or even a pair of boots if the temperatures are mild enough. And I think this is something that I will definitely continue to explore next year, like I have for the previous couple of years actually. So it's been all about figuring out how I can combine my love for that casual, effortless, slightly edgy way of dressing and then translate that into my summer style. And I feel like I got a little closer this year. So some of the edgier wardrobe heroes that I wore on repeat during the summer months was something like my graphic t-shirt from Anine Bing, which both nods to that edgy vibe, doesn't take a lot of styling because it already has a certain level of details on it. Plus, I do like the fact that it's not white. As much as I love classic white t-shirts and tops, they're just not always the most practical choice. So this is another thing I've taken note of this year, that perhaps next year I could look into adding a few t-shirts and some slightly more practical but still super wearable colors like pewter, beige maybe even, or maybe even a dusty plum or a light blue for a pop of color, which, speaking of, color is of course something I continue to explore. I'm still slowly but surely adding more color to my wardrobe, but as with most things, I like to take it very slowly to make sure I really think it through so I don't end up with a lot of things that I essentially won't be wearing. I did also take note of the fact that I haven't worn my denim skirt once this summer. Again, perhaps it has to do with me not feeling so comfortable showing that much leg anymore. I don't really know. I used to always wear short denim skirts in previous years, so maybe also just not being super practical for this chapter of my life, having a small child. There are just some pieces in my wardrobe that feels too fussy and not functional enough for the life I'm living right now. I know we've been seeing a lot of long denim skirts this year, and I've definitely taken note, but I'm still not 100% sure if this is for me. I'm not sure if I feel like it's more of a short-term trend for right now. I think either way, if I were to buy into it, which I do see it fit for my wardrobe, being quite the denim addict, and it would definitely fit my style identity, I think I'd probably be more drawn to a midi version in more of an A-line shape, perhaps in a wrap style or with buttons down the front rather than those really high slits that we've been seeing a lot this year. As much as I like that look on other people, I just think I might feel a little restricted still with that shape, because although you have the slit, it's still a rather tight fit, and I need it to be a little bit more spacious so that I can wear it if I'm taking my bike to work or if I'm going to the playground or similar with the little one. Something else I learned this year is, as much as I love my Birkenstocks, like, they're going strong for the third season in a row now and they're still looking great. I just don't tend to wear them with dresses or skirts that much. I only tend to grab them when I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt or even jeans and a nice shirt for more laid back days, especially around the house. So because they're so casual and so laid back, even though I always talk about contrasts, like then adding a dressier piece to them, I just think they are one of the exceptions I have to that contrast rule. I like them best when they're styled with other mainly casual items actually. Like, the contrast is almost too big otherwise. And again, this is just me. It's not about not liking how it looks on other people. It's just an internal feeling within me. I do, however, appreciate the convenience of a pair of Birkenstocks. They're so easy to slide in and out of, especially if you have a baby on your arm or if you're having to leave the house in a bit of a hectic way. It's just so convenient. So next year I might look for a pair of nicer slide sandals, maybe in a brown color, since I already have a pair of classic black sandals that go nice with all of my black accessories and bags, just so I have a slightly more dressy option at hand as an alternative to my casual Birkenstocks that then also go nice with my brown bags and my brown belts, because I do like when my outfits are somewhat coordinated like that. So just to sum up, a few of the items I have on my wish list for next summer will be classic Bermuda shorts, preferably in a dark color, brown slide sandals, a couple of basic tees in some new fresh colorways. However, I could wear those all through the year really. So not so much just a wish for the summer season, but maybe more again, just wanting to generally explore wearing more color. A simple t-shirt dress or two, and then maybe some kind of denim skirt. But I do think I need to think a little bit longer about that one before taking the plunge. So I've really tried to create this wish list based on the style lessons I learned this year, rather than just looking at inspiration and trends and what I like aesthetically. It's also about that inner feeling, staying true to my style identity while tackling those more functional requirements that I have to my wardrobe these days. So hopefully this way of approaching curating a wish list and reflecting on your style has given you some inspiration too. Maybe you can reflect a little on your own summer style struggles that you might have had this year, so that you can make even better decisions next year. Either way, I really hope you enjoyed this little style chat from me. If you did, make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave as well. I would love to see you here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you very soon with another video. Bye guys.